Hi, hello my dear students. Well, I hope you are all are following my lectures. So to continuing my lectures on the topic motion in a straight line, today we are discuss a new topic that is already in previous lecture we discussed four equations. Those four equations are called equations of motion. Whenever body travels in uniform accelerated motion, then it satisfies four equations. Those four equations are called equations of motion. In these four equations we discuss a derivation for the first equation and example problems for first equation. Now we discuss derivation for second equation, and at the end of lecture we discuss one example problem for this second equation. Right, focus here. So now second equation. What is second equation, ma'am? Here S is equal to ut plus half at square. This is second equation. How we derive this one, and let us start from here. So we had some space when we start from here. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Right. So now how to derive this one? Derivation. Right, distance S is equal to average velocity into time, because distance is equal to velocity into time or not. Formula for distance, velocity into time. I am taking here average velocity. Average velocity means v plus u by 2. This is another formula. V plus u by 2. Average mean velocity into time. Average velocity or mean velocity into time. V plus u by 2 into time t. This is. So we know that from first equation. What is first equation, ma? First equation, v is equal to u plus at. So here we want ut at square only. There is no final velocity term. There is no v term here. So substitute v value here. So eliminate v here. So how to eliminate? Substitute instead of v u plus at. So here u plus at plus u by 2 into t. So from this u plus u 2u plus at by 2 into t here. So then what we got here? 2u by 2. 2 going to be cancelled. Here 2u by 2 you got u plus at by 2 into t. So multiply this u into t ut plus half into at into t, at square, half into at square. So therefore we got here distance S is equal to ut plus half at square. So this is the derivation for second equation. Distance traveled by body in 6 seconds. Distance traveled by body in 10 seconds. Like that asked in a problem, then we apply here this formula S is equal to ut plus half at square. Here S means distance traveled by body. Distance traveled by body in t seconds. So this is a derivation for this equation. So now we discuss one example problem. So if I discuss this example problem, you got a clear idea so about this equation. So let us consider one example problem here. So example problem 2, because already we explained previous lecture example number 1 based upon first equation. Now we discuss example number 2 based upon second equation. Right, example number 2 here. If your body if a body starts with a velocity 10 meter per second, Next, body starts with velocity 10 meter per second and moves with acceleration 5 meter per second square, moves with acceleration 5 meter per second square. So in time 5 seconds. So what we need to find in the question? Then what is distance traveled by body? Distance traveled by a body. Distance traveled by body in 5 seconds. What is distance traveled by body in 5 seconds? So what is the given question, ma'am? Observe carefully here. If a body starts with velocity, if any body starts with velocity, means that velocity is called here starting velocity or initial velocity. Here initial velocity is 10 meter per second and moves with acceleration. Acceleration is 5 meter per second square in time 5 seconds. Then what is the distance traveled by body in 5 seconds we need to find. So given data here, what is given data? So given data, initial velocity, body starts with velocity means what, ma? Starts with velocity means initial velocity. Attained velocity means final velocity. Body comes to rest. Comes to rest means final velocity we should take. Body starts from rest means you take initial velocity. This is very important. If any question is given, body starts from rest. So from the question, what is given data here? Initial velocity is, body starts with velocity means that is initial velocity. Listen friends, in the given question, body starts from rest. That velocities are called initial velocity. Body comes to rest. Otherwise, body attained velocity, like that is given. You should take attained velocity, or comes to rest. You should take a final velocity. That velocities are final velocity. Based upon given question in the problem, we should take initial velocity and final velocity. Here body starts from rest means you should take initial velocity. That initial velocity u is equal to, what is given here, initial velocity u value, u is 10 meter per second and moves with acceleration 5 meter per second square. It is moves with acceleration 5 meter per second square in time 5 seconds. So in time 5 seconds. So then what we need to find here? The total distance traveled by body in 5 seconds we need to find. Distance traveled by body in 5 seconds we need to find, right? S value we need to find. Observe carefully. U is given, A is given, T is given, S is given. These 4 parameters are existing. Second equation only or not? So S, U, A, T. These 4 parameters are existing second equation. That's why we apply here second equation of motion here. What is second equation of motion, ma? S is equal to ut plus half at square. From equations of motion, so S is equal to ut plus half at square. S is equal to ut plus half at square here. S is equal to, u value is 10 here, time t value is 5 here, plus half into acceleration value is 5 here, time value is 5 here, square is there, time value is 5 and square when we apply here 5 into 10 50 plus half into 5 into 5 square means 25 here. So then what we got here, 50 plus 1 by 2 into 525 is 125, and 50 plus 125 by 2. How many times here? 2 sixes, 2 sixes, 12, and again 5 is left here. 2 60s, 120. Then we got here 61 twos. What ma? 2 ones, 2 sixes, 12, 122. Otherwise 62 twos, 2 twos 4, 2 sixes 12. So simply we should take 62 here, 62. What we got here, 2 sixes 12, 2 twos 4, 5 minus 4, 1 left here, that means 0.5. So we got here, this is 62.5. So 260 is 120, 2 twos 4, and 2.5 is 1. What we got here, 120 plus 4 plus 1, 125, right? So 62.5 that is. So 50 plus 62.5, 50 plus 62.5. So 5 here, 2, 5 plus 6, 11. So what we got here, 112.5, 112.5 meters. So total distance traveled by body is here 112.5 meters. So here previous lecture we discussed V is equal to U plus AT derivation and problem based upon V is equal to U plus AT. In this lecture here we discuss distance S is equal to UT plus half AT square derivation and problem based upon this. So observe these two problems based upon given data in the problem. Based upon given data in the problem, we need to pick up or we need to choose the formula, the correct formula, because in the first problem final velocity we need to we are find in the previous lecture. So we find this final velocity. Here initial velocity is given, acceleration is given, time is given. Then we find final velocity by applying first equation. Here acceleration is given, time is given, initial velocity is given. What we need to find here? Distance we need to find. So here SUAT, this SUAT are exist in second equation only. That's why we should choose here second equation and apply that second equation. We got here answer for this question. This is very important. So friends, here whenever you solve the questions, please read the question 1 to 2 times. After reading, write given data on what is given data in that problem. So write given data. By observing given data, you got an idea these parameters are exist in which equation, then these are belongs to which equation here. We got then from that we are taking that formula and substitute these values, we got an answer. This is very important. So based upon given parameters we should choose equations of motion. And one more thing here, if any body moves with uniform accelerated motion, then only these equations of motion is valid. I hope you all are enjoying this lecture. So if you had any doubt regarding this lecture, please comment it. So comment box is available, so please comment it. And one more thing here, we discuss further lectures like derivation for third equation and fourth equation, and example problems based upon third equation and fourth equation. And friends, be focused. This motion in a straight line chapter is very easy to solve, and weightage of this chapter is very important, because in the final exam purpose like in NEET and JEE competitive exams, the weightage of this chapter is 3 to 4 questions. That's why be focused, friends. So in the next lecture, coming lectures, I discuss derivation for the third equation and derivation for the fourth equation, and example problems based upon third equation and fourth equation. I hope you understood this video. So bye bye.